Aloha, welcome to Cheap Eats. We're eating poke today, so we got the poke professional, Billy V.
Woohoo! Yeah, poke by the pound in Kalihi. Time to grind. Hey, let's go. All right, poke by the pound, so time to pound the poke, and they got a lot of poke. Look at this here. It looks wonderful. Smoked marlin over here, the taco poke, kind of spicy little bit, and you gotta try this one. This one is the crispy garlic poke. This one, texture in it with the green onion, but you put that, you get a little bit of crunch with that poke. It makes a difference. You gotta go ahead and try this one. You know what? I'm not sure about that. I gotta try that one again.
When you order a poke bowl here at Poke by the Pound, it's not really a bowl, it's more like a tray. Look how big that is. And the bonus is sushi rice, not just regular rice, sushi rice that you have with the fresh poke. Wow, and the recipes are incredible. You get a two-choice poke bowl like this, mix the flavors, and you're in heaven.
Now, I know we've been talking poke, but they got other stuff too. So, plate lunches, check these out. This one here, ahi belly, and this one is with butter and shoyu. Look at this one over here. This one, ahi steak with the capers, and that's butter garlic over there. And the same thing, just fresh, good greens. Just tastes so good with the wonderful sauce right there. These things, under $15. So, Cheap Eats, you can get it here. That's the corner of what? This is Kalihi and Nimitz.
Another one of their signature hot plates, this furikake salmon. They put a teriyaki sauce on it after lightly frying it. And you know, the key to cooking a salmon is you can't overcook it because it gets kind of dry, but they don't do that here. They're experts here. Raw. This is so good. Raw cooked, doesn't matter here at Poke by the Pound. And they're open every day from 10 in the morning to 6 at night. You can satisfy that poke craving no matter what day of the week.
Woo, wow. Poke by the pound. And look, that's all I get. Bro, you behind. Look, that's all I get left. Come and check it out because you get them over here, the grinds. Cheap Eats. Yeah. Three things for a longer life and happier family. Wash your hands, wear your mask, stand apart. In our family, we've got keiki, we've got kupuna, and we're always conscious about how close we are to people, especially for me. I'm high risk as a cancer survivor. So it's about the we, not the me. It's a kako thing. So make sure that you stand together by standing apart. Three things for a longer life and happier family. Wash your hands, wear your mask, stand apart. In our family, we've got keiki, we've got kupuna, and we're always conscious about how close we are to people. maka maka mai Hawaii nui o ke awia hiki ni hau ka hele lani na kamaʻaina na malihini aloha. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we've ever been able to get the intro correct. Yay! It only took us 11 shows. Hey, how's it? Happy Aloha Friday. Glad you are here and glad that we get to spend some time together. Coming to you from Honolulu, Hawaii, and already there's a lot of people that are online. We'll go say hi to the gallery coming up in just a couple of moments. A lot of things happening. Today's show, very busy. Coming up a little bit later on, Kimie Minor, Eric Lee, Angela Morales, Mehanaokalā Hind, and talking about a variety of subjects today. Lots of entertainment news. We're going to get to all that in just a couple of moments, but first what we want to do, we want to go ahead and give you a little bit of housekeeping notes right here. If you are over on the YouTube side of things, don't forget, you can go ahead and hit the like, the subscribe button, and then also hit the bell too, because when you hit the bell, you get notifications that we are online and on the air. And then over on the Facebook side, you've got the share, you've got the like buttons there. There we go. So if you hit those, especially the share, and you share that, and others get to see this too, that's totally awesome, and we appreciate it so much. So we're hoping that your Aloha Friday is going well. And coming up on the show also, we've got Quinton Kanae, a little bit of inspiration. We're going to take you out Holo Holo Iolani Palace today, just along the outside, and then we'll spend on another day. We'll go ahead and take you inside as well. Before we do anything else, let's go ahead and get you a quick look outside, though, into our Hawaii. And let's go ahead. We spend a lot of time on the beaches on Oahu. We take you to places like the North Shore or Waikiki. But today we're going to do something a little bit different here. If we can bring up the cameras and if they will cooperate with us, yes. Let's take you to Hilo, Hawaii right now, where we have a little bit of what's going on live right now. And there we go. We can go ahead and bring that up. Okay, and there we go. I knew we'd get to it. Hilo, there's the bayfront for you, and they have had thunder showers and heavy rains, and some of it is backed off, and actually, well, I shouldn't say backed off, it's continuing to move across the island of Hawaii, and Maui is starting to get some of that rain. So, just know that Maui County, you're going to get some shower activity here. That's a small disturbance that started yesterday morning off of Hawaii Island. And I remember the 6 o'clock hour because I was producing for Guy Hoggy, and there was a whole bunch of rain showers over there. So if you get the chance, hello, Hilo. If you are on, jump on. We'd like to hear from you. Let's go ahead and say hi to a bunch of people that are online, and we appreciate you. And boy, wow, there is a lot of people here. So let's get to it. A lot of Kona people on as well. So Raynette Murata Itamoto, thank you very much. Karen Schaefer is also from the Kona side. Watching from Ohio, Isabel White. Hi, Isabel. Thank you so much. Jenny is always on, and she was there in the pre-show. Who else do we have? The Schaefers. Karen Schaefer grew up. As a matter of fact, her son and me are classmates. Ku'u got hungry because of the poke that we had a little bit earlier. Hello to Eric Lee, Hawaii recording artist. He's going to be, you will hear from him here on the show coming up in just a little while. By the way, go visit my brother's restaurant, Tiano's Restaurant and Tiano's on Wheels. They have good food as well. Hey, okay. I didn't know that. Isabel, leave me a little bit more information. Where are they and what island? Are they on the island that I'm on? Are they on Oahu? I don't know because this is the first time I'm hearing of them, so I want to make sure I'm going to the right place. You know what I mean? Rie is on with us. Kevin Bowen's in Orlando, Florida, always with us. Hi, Donard. Donard and I work a lot, and he is in the cinematography business, and he also runs a lot of the live streams that you see around town and on Facebook. And by the way, there is a live stream that I've got information about. Kalani Pe'a is going to be over on the island of Maui. Well, it's a Maui broadcast, but I believe he's doing it from his home in Hilo. We'll have more information for you coming up. Cheyenne Kili'ikuli. Oh, yeah. Hui. Aloha. And Cheyenne says hi to everybody. You see that aloha kako. Todd Iwamoto is on, and yay for the full intro. Robin Kanai is on from Utah. We will hear from a member of her ohana in just a little while. Henry Pichardo Castillo, how are you? And keep the hellos coming. If you're new, let me know. Make sure that you put new in there. Ohms, happy Aloha Friday to you. Alden Tanaka from San Mateo, California. We've been enjoying the grinds at Lanai's Aloha Plate food truck. You see that there? Oh, Food Network Films, new season of Great Food Truck Race. Awesome. And Omi Nalani, aloha to you. And Heke Ole, aloha to Eric Lee. We'll talk more to Eric in just a little bit. Let's talk about the group Ho'okena real quickly here, as they are Nahoku Hanohano Award winners. By the way, go ahead and visit their Facebook page, Ho'okena 30. So if you go over there, you will go ahead and see a lot of these pictures, because a lot of these pictures were on the website, and then I pulled them up, and I just went, Horace, what are these? Are you guys recording? Send me more information. So while we play a little bit of Ho'okena music there in the background. Let me get it so I can hear it. There we go. Put a little Ho'okena music, and we'll show you some of the pictures that they sent to us. So let's go ahead and look. You can go ahead and see that they are recording right now. I am guessing this is Horace's house. Horace, and of course, Manu Boyd, original member of Ho'okena, who has come back for this recording. Look at that. Chris, how are you, bro? So nice to see these pictures, but there's a little bit of a sneak treat here. They also got in some studio time. And look who was in the studio. See that back there? Piano? The one and only Robert Cazimero. So that's going to be a brand new album. That's exciting. Thank you to the group Ho'okena for sharing those with us. Awesome. We also have, Aloha Week. Oops, wait a minute. I should turn on my camera. There we go. Aloha Week. It was supposed to be this past week, the weekend before and the weekend before that. And so what do you do? You know, because there's no parades. There's no Waikiki Ho'olaulea with 6 stages of entertainment and every genre you can think of, plus Hawaiian music and hula. So what one of the halau did is, check this out. They had their own kind of Aloha Week hula. So they went ahead and they did, by Zoom, they got together. And this is Melia Carter's halau. And they went ahead and celebrated by doing everything that somebody from Aloha Week would do. Wear lei. They had pa'u units. Of course, they had to find creative ways to find a horse for some of them. But just another way to have fun during this time. And hello to Brian Tolentino, who's on the top row. Second picture in. He served as Grand Marshal of the Kapa Hula Kauanoio Va'ahila Aloha Week festivities. So, nice job. There's a video too, and I don't have the video on me at the moment, but look at those pictures. Good job, ladies. And Brian. And the family members that all helped them out. Let's go ahead and talk about Kalani Pea for a couple of moments. 2-time Grammy Award winner. We talked with him, as a matter of fact, last week here on Billy V Live, if you remember. And, he is going to be streaming tonight, and that is going to be a ku pa'aka ko. This is put on by the Maui Office of Economic Development as they are presenting this. Now you're thinking, okay, wait. So he's in Hilo and Maui's doing this. Well, remember that Kalani Pea comes originally from the island of Maui. So if you want to check this out on Facebook, they are streaming that coming up after our stream is done. That's actually a couple hours afterwards. That's going to be at 6 p.m. Hawaii time, and that's going to be, just follow them there for the links. Let's go ahead and share with you, Mehanaokalā Hind is a Kumu Hula who is among other Kumu Hula who have gathered together during this COVID time to try to bring some of the past, some of our kupuna's ike knowledge and mana'o, and put it together in a way that would be beneficial for Hawaiians. Well, let me have her tell you a little bit more about Lāhui Kanaka.
So Lāhui Kanaka is our proactive, and when I say our, a group of Kumu Hula gathered at the beginning of August to discuss how it is that we can look on the strengths of our culture and our history to help us during this time of this pandemic, right? And so we got together, and this is our proactive response, our way of helping not only ourselves, our ohana and our halau hula, but also anyone actually who wants to learn more about it and join in the effort. It is our way of articulating those things that have brought us to this point in our history as Native Hawaiians, right? We're the survivors of Hawaii who have survived epidemics throughout the 1800s, early 1900s. So
I talked story with Mihana, and she gave me all kinds of details, which was really neat. And there's a full interview that I did with her that you can find over on YouTube. And if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, I put the links to all of today's interviews down below so you can see the full interviews. But I asked her to give me some pointers. What is it that they're trying to do? Give me some of the things. I'm taking it masks are a part of it, and well, she gave me 5
things basically that we all do, right? Wash our hands, wear our masks, social distance, and save the gathering, for later. Mm-hmm. And then also save the gatherings for later. That's the 4th one. And then the 5th one is that every day at noon, we commit to stopping whatever we're doing, and we do pule. So whatever background you come from, whatever higher being that you pule to, we all stop at 12 noon at that very kind of sacred traditional time when ko kalai kalolo, right, when the sun is right above us, right. That we take time to pule. So that's what everybody's, all of us have agreed to. And then the halaus and other families have added on to that. They've added on different dietary things that during that time period, they eat more kalo, more ulu, have more olena in their diet, for instance, all those things that help us keep us connected to Aina and healthy. Others have told their haumana and their families that they have to increase their water intake, right, and drinking more water. Others have done stuff simple as some halau have said, okay, from our repertoire every day, you do 3 hula. Yeah, no matter what it is, you put on your playlist, right, and you do 3 hula a day, right, to get your body active and moving while we're in isolation. So that's some of the tenets, but it's all kind of geared by taking and looking at the strengths of our culture, our foods, our practices, our behaviors, right? And doing it together. Even though we're in isolation, know that when you, commit to Lāhui Kanaka, that you are amongst hundreds of other people who are also doing the same thing at the same time as you.
Actually, I was going to say that they just started this, but actually they haven't. They've been doing this for a little while now. It's their efforts and Hawaii Islands, our Kuleana efforts. It's all to get all of us not only doing things in this pandemic, but just think of it. If we all do this, for those of us that are, well, it could be Hawaiians or Hawaiians at heart. It could be everybody. This is something that everybody can do. And she even says that. So, go to find out more information. oha.org/Lāhui Kanaka and get more information, or better yet, head on down to the links below and you can go ahead and see the whole interview after the show and go ahead and check it out. As a matter of fact, the interviews are all online, but they were all waiting, and then right at 3 o'clock when we started the show, all of those interviews went live. Mahalo to Mehanaokalā Hind for sharing with us today. Eric Lee, I've had the chance to sit with this entertainer, Nahoku Hanohano Award winner, and we have even played music together at times. When Crash Kealoha who was the founder of the Nahoku Hanohano Awards, was in the hospital, Eric went up and played music and was part of an invigorated sense of getting his mind, and because he was kind of down at that point, a little bit depressed because he was having to be hospitalized, back pains and other things. But it's always the music that brought Crash the excitement, and Eric knew this, and so he has a background of playing with groups like Kanile, a collection, like Nā Kama, as well as his own and the Makaha Sons. So there is a new release called Take Me Home to Hawaii. And in it, well, I'll have Eric explain a little bit about the song. Actually, what I want Eric to do is explain what it was about Roland Cazimero that excited him. How did he get involved with playing music? Here's what he had to say.
For one thing, when Milan called me, he told me the situation, and already I was excited about, wow, we get to play Cazimero music. And there's a whole lot of people out there that bought 12-string Ovation Adamuses because of a gentleman named Roland Cazimero and his technique. And I'm one of those that grew up and I was jamming in the school halls, skipping lunch and sometimes classes, but just jamming in the corner where, you know, I want to be like this guy. He's kind of someone that I looked up to and a heavy influence. And so this was like an opportunity to bring to the table what you've learned all these years. And it was such a fun experience. We, like Milan said, we were on a time restriction. And we got together over 2 days, moved all the furniture in my living room, and we set up a basic home studio. And Milan brought his gear, and it was fun. There's an airplane going by, and okay, stop recording. Airplane went by, and then he's like, I hear something else. I hear the humming of a refrigerator. And I'm like, okay, we had to unplug the refrigerator. And I was like, okay, refrigerator's good. It's going to keep cool for several hours. We've had hurricane practices and everything like that. So it's good. So we recorded 5 songs over 2 days. We did.
Okay, so that's a little bit of Eric. As a matter of fact, what I want to do right now is that we do have it. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm going to play you a little bit of the song. So let's just listen to the music for a little bit. And while we do that, we'll give you a show of, can we show Hilo at the moment? There we go. While we listen to Eric Lee. Take a listen.
Take me home to Hawaii. Take me, oh take me home. Here where I belong. Here where love is oh so strong.
If you listen to that guitar playing in the beginning of that, it is just simply, it brings you back to a time of the Waikiki Shell, of Waikiki, of the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, the Monarch Room, and just to listen to that. And it's awesome knowing that Eric is continuing on the legacy of Roland Cazimero in this way. I asked him, you know, when he finally heard the final mix, and you'll hear from Milan Bertosa, the engineer that he worked with, what did Eric feel when he heard the final mix?
Surreal. It was one thing hearing the mixes, and that's all we had to work with for 3 years. But when we had this chance to revisit the songs, and it was funny because when I got the green light to go with this project, I texted Milan in the middle of the night. I said, I'm sorry to wake you, man, but I just couldn't sleep. I have to share these news. I got the green light to go to share one of the 5 songs. And I didn't tell him the title of the song. He said, let's meet. So we had a Zoom meeting the next day. And the first song he pulled up from the archives, it's thankful. I'm in Hawaii and he's in Vegas, but he has, because we've been working together for so long, he has all of my music files with him. So we were able to do this distance work to finish up the product. And the first song Milan chose was a song I was intending to tell him, this is the song we're working with. So already we're channeling some vibes, positive vibes. And to hear the finished product after Milan's touched it up more, us going back and forth, listening over Zoom and discussing, let's bring this up, let's touch that up, let's fix that up, let's reverb that up. And yeah, I can say the only word I can come up with is surreal. Just to
Surreal is the word that Eric Lee uses. Milan Bertosa is also a Naʻahoku Hana Award winner for engineering and has worked with groups from Hawaii, even though he lives in Las Vegas now, for over 35 years and has wonderful close relationships to artists like Eric Lee. So, in asking him his thoughts about Hawaiian music now.
I think it's healthier now than it's been in a while. There was that period in the late 90s where everything was being pushed to a genre that was from an island that wasn't Hawaii. And I just think that there are more Hawaiian musicians speaking with a real honest Hawaiian voice, and they're speaking about things that matter to them. And there's a lot of aloha. There's just a lot of positive feelings. I'm working with like Brandon Nakano on the Big Island, and he's doing our Kuleana stuff, that project, and the single for it. And like the guys in A&A, there's just a bunch of young and people who've been doing it for a while who are just moving forward and coming to fruition. Like Eric and I, we've been working together for well over 20 years at this point. We've been working together intensely for about 15 years. And I'm so honored to work with a guy that applies himself so completely to being a professional and being true to who he is with respect to history and to who he is now as a person in modern society with a family and representing himself as a Hawaiian in the world. And that's anybody who's true to themselves and who knows who they are and who moves forward, you got to respect.
All right, there you go. Milan Bertosa and Eric Lee. I talked to both of them at the same time. If you want to hear the full interview and hear the behind the scenes and what led up to the recording, go ahead and look down the description below, and you'll see the links there. You can go ahead and check out the full interviews on YouTube. Coming up in a couple of moments, Kimie Minor shows me a body part and surprises me on camera. That's your cue.
What?
Huh?
Hey, this is a family show!
Okay.
Was I late?
Yes, very late.
I don't get paid enough. You see this? $10, $11 tip.
See, that's what happens when you don't feed them. All right, so that's coming up for you in just a couple of moments. Angela Morales from the group Nāleo Pili Mehana. I had a chance to sit down with her, virtually of course, but she is embarking on an incredible journey. She has had, with the music as her constant and family, but there have been twists and turns in her road and that she's had to navigate. And she is now on a new journey that is finding out all kinds of different things. So we talked story a little bit to Angela Morales about what is going on.
Right? Because it's so hot in Japan. So I was like with my people. Everybody had a
Okay, hang on for a second, Angela. On this part, she talks about her weight. And her weight is one of those things that she's been having a problem with all this time. As a matter of fact, in a way, finding people in Japan, it actually made her feel okay, in a way.
Right? Because it's so hot in Japan. So I was like with my people. Everybody had a towel. I couldn't walk and hold a conversation because I was always out of breath. I would waddle side to side. Now I walk heel toe. I took medication. I'm off of meds. I don't have high blood pressure. My cholesterol is great, so I'm off of medication. I used to take pain medication for my knees every single day. I have not done that since I started this program.
So you heard about some of that. So there's weight, which has contributed probably to medical problems, and she's had a lot of things that have happened to her along the way. But it is a journey of her taking charge of her own direction, not only from a physical sense, but a mental sense as well. In the meantime, you would never know because the music just keeps going from Nāleo Pili Mehana. Now, granted, Lehua's in Las Vegas. Both the Nalani and Angela are here in the state of Hawaii. But they still find ways to do things, and when COVID is gone, and we're all able to go to concerts, and they're able to travel, then they want to come and travel to wherever you are and play for you. But until then, Angela is using this time to not only make herself better, but her world around her better, and surround herself with wonderful people. As a matter of fact, she had another piece of news, which was exciting, but it is a change for Angela.
Therefore, fast forward, I am now living with a man that I'm getting married in next June.
Wow!
So life has definitely changed, you know, and I realized that.
And she realizes that there are other people out there that want to find out about this journey. So we decided to have her on. So what we've done is we not only put the full interview down below, but also we'll put on links to where you can go ahead and find her on Facebook, because that's where she's most prevalent. She does a lot of Facebook Live, just like we're doing right here. And she wants to help people. So if this is something that you think perhaps would be good for you in helping you do what you do better, then perhaps you take a listen to the interview. If you want more information, go ahead and talk to Angela. Angela, Nalani, and Lehua, they said that once COVID's done, they'll want to get on the road and they'll want to do more. We're going to play a little bit of music right now. Let's go back over to the comments and let's go see who's in the gallery right now. Robin says that Angela has an amazing testimony of her health. And, oh, you've been following her story. Nice. Smiles from Ku'u. Rhonda says aloha. Heke ole, right on. And by the way, if you are with us, you want to throw on some comments, go ahead and do so. Just make sure you put, if you're new, put the word new so that we know. And by all means, if you're on the Facebook side, share away. We'd love to have you spread the word of like Angela and what Eric's doing. Or what this next young lady is doing, as she includes Keiki and family into her next recording single, which is being released today. Let's go talk story with our next guest. On this Aloha Friday, we're talking about new music, lots of new music, and here is one other artist who is releasing today. We're talking about Kimie Minor, Children of the Sea, Na Kamakai. Kimie Minor, how are you?
I'm so good. How you doing, Billy?
Wonderful, and it's wonderful to hear that there's no music coming out, but you are right now Hapai, right?
Yes, I am. Here it is.
Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. Now, it's interesting because every time that you're Hapai, you seem to have a new release that coincides around the same time.
Yeah. It's funny how that's been happening.
But it has been working well by the sight of the Nahoku Hanahana Awards behind you and sales and excitement about Kimie Minor. Tell us about the latest release.
I am so excited about this project, Children of the Sea, because it's really we're telling amazing messages and stories that need to be told around music and connectivity and our culture, but through the voices of children. And that really excites me, especially as a mama bird.
And now you've got, as I understand it, young ones who are helping you with this. Let's go ahead and take a look at some pictures here, and I'm going to try to get me out of the way there. You've got some of the team there, but you've got Keiki that are in the recording studio with you. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, and it's just really exciting to see their excitement. We brought in mentees from my Melecraft songwriting mentorship program and also from Nakamakai's Alakai program. And a lot of these children have never been in the studio before. So it was really cool to see the look on their faces when they walk into the studio and see this big room and stand in front of the mic. My nephew told me, Auntie, I feel at home in front of this mic. And that made me laugh, but also excited to know that I get to be a part of this journey for them.
As we take a look here at some of this, tell me about some of the people that we see here.
So this is my 10-year-old nephew, Kaipo'i. He's a part of Nakama'kai's Alaka'i program. And Nakama'kai is Keiki Aloha, Kai Aloha. They teach the children about how to love themselves and in turn love our aina, love our oceans, and just about ocean safety and the connectivity we have with nature and our kuleana. But he also is a great singer, and so it was really fun to get him in to the studio, and you can see him moving and grooving, and he did that all on his own without our direction. So there's so much talent here in Hawaii, and that's part of Haku Collective's mission, is just to amplify these voices.
Now, tell me, once again, this is a collaborative effort, and what is the name of the collaboration?
So Haku Keiki is the name of our collective of children, and they are the voices of Hawaii. And the album is called Children of the Sea. And I'm really excited to share these songs with you guys, told through the voices of these children. It's amazing. It blows my mind.
All right. So this is available on all platforms, digital platforms, right?
Yes. The first single, Children of the Sea, I'm featured on it. That's available today.
Yay!
So go get it wherever you listen to music. And make sure you guys tune in, because I'm going to be performing my first ever premiere performance of this Sunday on Hawaii News Now at the Paʻākai Gala.
Nice. Now, that gala, tell us a little bit about that now.
I'm really excited because it's a benefit concert for Nakama'kai, which is a nonprofit that we're working with for this children's album. But what better way to connect than through music, and especially to our children with all these times during COVID and being at home. So it's just educational music told through a cultural lens, and we're supporting Nakama'kai. So if you guys tune in on Sunday, you can check that out and see this amazing nonprofit.
All right. Now, if somebody wants to follow you, they want to find you, what's the best way to do that?
Yep, you guys can go to Play Kimie on all the social media, and also check us out at hakuhawaii.com.
All right. Congratulations, Kimie Minor, brand new.
Thank you.
This is a single release, right?
Yes, single off of the album. So the single's available now, and the album will be available in the beginning of December.
Mahalo to Kimie Minor for spending some time with us here on Billy V Live. And once again, that is out today. We have another thing that is, another release that is out today. First of all, hang on for a second. Love Kimie and Nakama'kai. Mark Yim. Hi, Mark. How are you? Of course, Hawaii entertainer. Patrick Landeza over in California. How are you, brother? Good to see you. Aloha to you. Aloha to all your gang over there. There is a young lady who has a brand new music video. So let's go ahead and roll this music video for you. Her name is Stacy Ku'ule.
Ai ni mai no go ai ni no me aro aloha aloha aloha.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna work it out and move mountains. We're gonna work it out and move mountains.
Once again, this is our music video, and you, for those of you that watch the show, you know that we don't play the whole music video because we encourage you to go find the artists, and that went live on her Facebook page also this morning at the same time that we played it first on Hawaii News Now Sunrise. So real quickly, a little bit about her. She is a 7th grade special education teacher from Kalakaua Middle School, but she's entertained on the Navatek for years. She actually was on Hawaii Stars back in the day, for those of you that remember the show. Originally comes from the island of Kauai. The song called Rise Up. It is available on all platforms, and the music video also released today.
For you.
right, usually we take you out go holo holo. We're going to take you out holo holo today and kind of give you the view of Iolani Palace. And we just did a walk around. Actually, gosh, this was last year. This was during the week of the birthday celebration for King David La'ameakalā Kaua. He was the last reigning king of our Hawaiian islands. And so that's the time where they go ahead and they decorate the palace up like it is, like this. Usually you don't see the flags and the decorative drapery that you see here. But they really, when it is his celebration week, they really dress up the palace nice. By the way, I don't know if you know, but Paeʻāina is the executive director of Iolani Palace. They have been having a difficult time in COVID because for a long time they weren't able to let anybody in, and that is their source of income. So they've been doing different things, and I just saw on Facebook just the other day that Iolani Palace has a whole bunch of new masks, some of them with the Kalakaua standard, which is on the right. Actually, that's the one that's flying up on the top of Iolani Palace. And if you get a chance to pick up some of their masks or go online, I don't know if you can buy them online and get them delivered to you, but why not? If you can support Iolani Palace. And as things begin to open up, another way you can support Iolani Palace is if you're here on the island of Oahu, to come on out and go ahead and see Iolani Palace for yourself, because docents are just itching to tell you the stories of the palace. In days like this, especially with the COVID and everything that's been going on, sometimes you're just needing a little inspiration. And I got two gentlemen that I really enjoy their words. One of them is Kaleo Boikia. He was last week, which means this week is Quinton Kanae.
What's up, Brother Billy? How you doing, man? I hope all is well. And again, thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to share a little insight, a little inspiration, a little Q-tip, if you will, with our friends and family out there, brother. I'm always humbled and truly grateful. Thank you so much. And family, what's up? It's your boy Quinton, aka Mr. Quit Taking It Personal, with a message for you, something to keep you motivated, amused, and thinking as you go on with the rest of your week. Yes, I'm driving, but let's get straight to it. The message that I have for you guys today is this. Your thoughts are seeds, and the harvest that you reap will depend on the type of seeds that you plant. Okay? Again, your thoughts are seeds, and the harvest that you reap will depend on the type of seeds that you plant. So here's the thing, guys. Life right now, the world right now is moving at 100 miles an hour, even though you may not see that it's happening that way. And sometimes, just sometimes, if we don't get a grasp on life, our quality of life will succumb to the ways of the world, right? And so this is both physically and mentally, okay? From the foods we eat, the books that we read, the music we listen to, down to the people that we hang around with, right? And so here's the thing. If you decide to eat something sensible, right? If you decide to read something of wisdom. If you decide to listen to something that helps inspire you, that helps motivate you. Instead of the WAP, maybe listen to the pop, right? I don't know. Last but not least, if you decide to hang around with people, hang around with like-minded individuals that'll help you not only stay on the path of positivity, but will help motivate you to be all that you can be. In other words, Ohana, choose wisely, because your thoughts are seeds, and the harvest that you reap will depend on the type of seeds that you plant. Okay, guys? So, man, that's my Q-tip for today. I hope it resonates with what you guys got going on. Join us next week as Brother Kaleo Boikia joins us and drops some heavy motivational mana'o to you guys. Till then, Billy V, Ohana, I love you guys. Spread aloha one day at a time. It's your boy Q-tip. Happy Aloha Friday, y'all. Peace and blessings.
Oh, bro, you're the man. Thank you so much. Q-tip there. He'll be back in 2 weeks. Kaleo Boikia coming up next week. We're almost at the end of the show. Believe it or not, it's...
What kind of show is this?
Go sit down.
Was I too late?
You were too
Came in
late.
too early.
It's okay. It's Friday, isn't it? There you go. And there you go. Point on. There you go. Hey, Isabel White. I missed Hawaii. Can't visit this year to help celebrate my mom's 89th birthday on October 23rd due to the pandemic. Well, you know what? Happy Hau'oli Laha now, a little bit early. And when we get to near the 23rd, what day is the 23rd? Anybody know?
No.
The day after the 22nd.
That day after the 22nd. You're a lot of help. Thanks a lot. Last time I asked you anything. So anyway, whatever the Friday is closest to the 23rd, let us know and put her name on, and that way we can go ahead and wish her a wonderful 89th birthday. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're almost at the end of the show, which means I have my music video pick of the week. And I know, see? Already? Thank you, Renette. Love you too. So keep those comments coming. And what we're going to do is that before we play our music video of the week, you know, let's get you outside. It's fun. When is October 23rd? Here we go. Here's the answer. 5 days after my birthday. Thank you very much, Edie. Oh, by the way, and while I was live down in Waikiki, Edie brought me water and musubi. So thank you, Edie. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Isabel, yay, awesome. Wait, we'll throw that back up. Can we put that back up? I saw that. Yay. So what we're going to do before I lose my train of thought here, because look at all the messages that are starting to pop up. Keep the messages coming. I remember. So if you get a chance and you really like what we do here on the show, make sure that you go ahead on the YouTube side, you know, hit the like button, the subscribe, and then over down there on that side, that's the bell. And then over on the Facebook side, share. That would be the best way. Let your friends and neighbors know what Eric Lee and Stacy Ku'ule and Mehanaokalā Hind and all these other people, what they're doing. And you can do that best by sharing. Okay? I am going to share with you our final video of the day. And there it is. This is my video pick of the week. Ku Haʻaheo is a song that came out with the controversy over Mauna Kea. There was the protectors versus those wanting to build a telescope and the state of Hawaii. While Ku Haʻaheo, you remember it had all of the biggest stars of last year. Whoever was big was on that stage. But what they've done is that they have taken the same song and changed the music video. And it really takes you through what happened last year. It really brings the mountain down to all of us. And there are several ways to look at this video. There is from the cultural standpoint, of course. But there is also from just the cinematography aspect of it. The cinematography is amazing as an art form. But the message is also there as well. So I leave you with this, my music video pick of the week. Mālama pono, aloha ahui ho. Wash your hands, watch your distance, and
Wear your mask!
Wear your mask!
See you next week, Friday.
Wear your mask!
Thank you.
Too early?
Too early.
Kai ko'o ka moana kai lana nei Hawaiʻi nau e wehe a halulu ka honua a haumea nā kulukulu e ka lani ki e kau mai luna au e ke aloha ole a ka malihini.
Auhea vale o kopu alikoa o ke ave.
Me ko kamalala valula me ka kuhi hewa.
Alu mai pu alu mai me ko mano
o ka lani po. Ka I mai ana mena ka ma ka hele lani.
Ku Haʻaheo, Mama ka
Poki a e inu vai ava ava he viva ole a hoku pa'a a o he hope ho I mai ai ana I vale no ka kou kau ko e mau I ke ala au e ke aloha ole a ka malihini ele mau ka koe na mamo aloha I lei wehi a ali I wehi nani o kuʻaina hoe a mau no ka pono sivila a hoi hou ia mai ke kuʻokoʻa
Ku Haʻaheo,
Haʻaheo